What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm doing a 30-minute real-time clean. So now is your chance. I'm telling you right now, pick an area in your home, look around you right now, find a place that's messy enough for 30 minutes, and we're gonna do a real-time clean. So I will be cleaning this bathroom. Of course, I done edited my stuff, but y'all know, don't edit yours, okay? Just go ahead and work all the way through the 30 minutes. Um, and of course, I put in here a doom scrolling break, so don't you worry. But yeah, let's get into it. And I want to talk to y'all about my week last week. It was not the greatest, so let's get into it.
There was a time my house was neat and so was I was thinner back then. I would go out with my friends, but somehow that's gone bye-bye. Now I look around, there are piles strewn about. Is this dirty or clean? I'm finding out what it means. This is not just a house, it's a depression nest. I don't know how I got here. Depression nest, I don't know where to start. Depression nest, caving in on me. My life is simply falling apart. Depression nest.
Hey, y'all. Long story short, I just, jumping right to the end, I almost called 988. And if you don't know about 988, I guess it's the mental health crisis or support number that you can text or call or whatever. Basically, the suicide hotline. And listen, I was really going through it. But let me share. Let me start from the beginning. I don't know if cleaning out the Atlanta condo really just got me in a funk or whatever, but I just started feeling like I'm losing everything. My thoughts got really dark, and I told y'all before how my depression sort of compounds or stacks on top of each other. All the thoughts, all of my depressive thoughts. So I basically was having a doom spiral. And it happened multiple times in the same week. And that was kind of scary for me because I usually have a really bad night, and then I wake up the next morning and I'm like, okay, phew, got over that. That was close. You know what I'm saying? But this time I had a really bad night on I'm just saying days, but I don't know the exact day, but say for example on a Tuesday. And then I had another bad day on a Thursday, and I was very sad. I can't even really explain it to y'all. Like, I just feel like I'm not losing, because I don't even know if I ever had it, but I just can't find the purpose for me being here. And that is a tough pill to swallow. And I'm like searching my brain for the purpose, and man, it doesn't seem to be there. And it's weird, because I get very like existential, and I get to a point where I'm like, you know, whatever my purpose is, I guess I haven't done it yet. Otherwise, I guess I would be gone by now already. Also, I kind of feel like on the flip side of that, I feel like my purpose is to love and make people laugh and, you know, bring light. And I just have not had any light to bring or give. So it kind of feels like, well, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? And then, as you know, my shit stacks on top of each other. So immediately whenever I'm feeling bad, I always just go to like, oh, no mama, no parents in general, no grandparents, no man, no kids, no dogs. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, well, why don't you just go get a dog, Tracy? I don't want one, because guess what they do? Die. I can't do it. I just cannot do it. Like, that's why I be staying in the house. It ain't nothing but death and despair outside. I'm kind of turning into like a recluse. I get sort of anxious when I have to go somewhere now. And that has never happened to me before. Like, I start breathing weird when I know, like, right when I'm putting on my jacket or something, I start being like, okay, gotta get out here. Like, get out here in this crazy world. I don't know. I really think that y'all see why it take me too long. Y'all see why it take me so long to do anything, right? Because I'm not doing anything. Not focused. Instead of calling 988, I called one of my friends. Well, I texted one of my friends and I said like, hey, she's a nurse practitioner, so you know that's like one step below a doctor, and she has a focus in like behavioral health and like mental health and stuff like that. So I sent her a text and I was like, hey, I need some help. Like, I need some ideas on what I could do, because I've almost, you know, gotten in touch with 988 a couple times this week. And she called me and, you know, she was like, okay, like, she ran me through like B vitamin levels and magnesium and, you know, like supplements that I could take. She said that I might have like treatment resistant depression, which is like my antidepressants aren't really doing what they're supposed to be doing. She also said that I probably could just go up in my dosage. She said that I was kind of at the starter dose. So, but then we started talking about ketamine. And this is something that I wanted to talk to y'all about, because ketamine is mushrooms, like the street name, you know, the drug mushrooms. It's like a psychedelic drug, but apparently It's been very like groundbreaking in treating depression. Again, look at me. I'm not doing anything. I'm not cleaning anything. I've just been standing there. I hope you're cleaning better than me, because look at this video. Trash. So apparently ketamine has been very like groundbreaking for treating depression. She actually, I told her like a clinic that I have found that I was like sort of looking at, but she probably knew that I was never going to call the clinic to figure out more or whatever. I was just going to probably think about it for 2 years. And so she called the next day and she talked to the doctor, and then she called me and she was like, I think you should do this. I think it is something that you should try. I mean, if it works, I mean, you have the opportunity of feeling better very fast. So basically, you take 6 sessions of a ketamine IV infusion, and by the end of your 6 sessions, a lot of times people are just better. The doctor, when I talked to the doctor, he said that this has helped like war vets and like people with very traumatic events happen to them in their lives. And he said usually after the second session, people are already noticing a difference in how they feel. And that is crazy to me. Like, can you imagine something working in 2 sessions? Like, even with antidepressants, it takes like 6 weeks for them to fully like get into your system, start working, like doing things.
I'm like a real man since admitted it. Now she says I'm disgusting, and she reported me to HR.
Oh, I guess we're taking a break. I just looked at the screen. I just looked at the screen and I am supine. Okay.
Why would you want to just go in there and open it up and drink her breast milk?
I just drank milk.
Her breast milk. It's not just milk.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't get it from the actual source.
Oh. Really?
You didn't actually like try to
go get latch on to.
You think that the 800-pound person should get healthy
What does it benefit to me to care?
because your tax dollars are paying for obese people's health
My tax
care.
dollars pay for wars I don't want. My tax dollars pay for cops that pull over people for no reason. We signed away, when we decided not to be sovereign citizens, we signed our right to determine where our tax dollars go anyways. So for me, that's not an argument that I don't care about that.
You think that the 800-pound person should get healthy
What does it benefit to me to care?
because your tax dollars are paying for obese people's health
My tax
care.
dollars pay for wars I don't want. My tax dollars pay for cops that pull over people for no reason. We signed away, when we decided not to be sovereign citizens.
Part 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? So this is gonna.
But apparently what the ketamine does is it lights up like different parts of your brain that maybe aren't as active right now because of your depression. And the more, you go like 6 times in like 3 weeks or something. And the more you go, the more that part of your brain starts lighting up. And then by the end, your brain remembers that it's supposed to light up right there. And it starts doing it on its own. And it's not like you got to do ketamine treatments forever. Like the doctor said, after the initial 6, he said some people never come back for like a sort of like a little booster treatment here or there, and some people come back like once every 6 months or something like that. And so to me, that is worth the try. Like, But I guess that is, to me, that's worth the treatment. Like, I'm scared. Like, y'all, I know some of y'all don't know me that well or whatever, but I am not a drug user at all. I'm barely a drinker. Like, I'm a one drink pony. Okay, I'm a cheap date, as the dudes like to say. I just don't like being out of sorts. I don't trust that people will look after me when I'm out of sorts. So I never get too drunk. I never get, I have to really like trust somebody for me to, get out of my element. So I've never tried ketamine like recreationally. I've never tried any of the psychedelic drugs recreationally. And so I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I'm really nervous about what is going to happen, what I will feel like or see. But then at the same time, I'm kind of hopeful because, like I said before, if I have the opportunity to feel better, oh my goodness, like I'm running towards that opportunity. I was telling my friend Drea on TV, shout out to her, that I'm like, all the time I'm probably like 75% sad. Like, that's becoming my new like baseline. And I don't even remember like what it felt like to want to do things. Like, I have no desire to do anything. The only things that I do is stuff that I have to do, either for, y'all, for this show, or like to live life. Like, oh, I got to go pick up my grocery order, or, oh, I got to go do this specific thing for a specific reason. Like, I'm never like, oh, you know what I feel like doing today? I can't even tell you the last time that I said that. I cannot even tell you the last time that I was like, that I woke up and I was like, I feel like going to the park. That never happens. Never. And even if the ketamine treatments don't get me to 100%, like back to, feeling joy and desire to do things again, if it could just lessen the sadness percentage, like right now I'm about 75%, if I could get down to like 30% sad, man, I feel like that would feel so much lighter, that would feel like I think I would be able to like see through the clouds at that point. Like, it would definitely be, the clouds would be lifting. I had a meeting with my financial advisor the other week. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. And she told me, we're in our session or whatever talking, and I was kind of telling her that I didn't want a job, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't want a job. I don't want to do anything. And towards the end of our call, she was like, Tracy, you don't really seem like yourself. And of course I started crying because like it's getting to a point where I can't even like mask anymore. I can't even like hide it. I can't even like pretend. I don't have the energy. I don't have the desire to do that either. I'm just like miserable out loud now. Before I used to be like, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. And I could pretend while I was outside or talking to people. And then when I come inside, I would collapse into a puddle of goo. But now I don't even have the strength or the bandwidth to pretend anymore. So, yeah, I'm going to try this ketamine treatment. And as y'all can see, this is my Chicago condo. So I'm still in Chicago. I'll be in Chicago for another week, and then I'm going back down to Atlanta, and then I'm gonna start my ketamine treatments down in Atlanta. I'm gonna see if the doctor will let me record, because I would love to like show y'all that process. If he doesn't let me record, I think I'm going to like sneakily record the audio at least, because maybe I'll say something. I have no idea. Like, I've never been on drugs. I've never been on drugs, y'all. So maybe I watched some YouTube videos of people getting this treatment, and like this one guy, he just kept saying like, wow, wow, wow. And I'm like, man, I want to say wow, you know, like I want to be wowed. So hopefully the doctor will let me bring in my, set up my camera, and so I can record. But again, if he doesn't, I'm gonna find a way to at least give y'all something, because if this process works for me, I'm gonna bird. The bird is the word. Okay, I'm spreading the news. Have you heard? Because if I could help other people like lift this weight off of our shoulders, oh my gosh, I'm telling everybody. I'm telling every single body. Yeah, but I'm also like nervous about it too, because I just kind of feel like I have really bad luck in life in general. And so I was like, oh, ketamine's never killed anybody in this, microdosing, way. Even though we know that the guy from Friends just died of a ketamine overdose. But again, overdose. I'm not trying to OD on nothing. But anyway, I was saying, because I always feel like my luck is really bad. I was like, watch me be the first documented death on ketamine. Like, imagine dying trying to go get better so that you don't die yourself off. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that weird? Wouldn't that be like, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. And yeah, I really do think. I'm sorry. I had to like finish it out. Okay. But yeah, if you have any like experience with ketamine, or maybe you've done the treatment before, I would love to hear about your treatment. If you don't mind sharing in the comments. If you have any like negative things to say about ketamine, I would ask that you try to say them in as nice of a way as possible and as least scary as possible, because I don't want to be anxious about the treatment. Like, I'm feeling really hopeful, and I don't want to be anxious about it at all. I already have like that seed of like, oh, what if I'm the first person in history to have something happen to them? But at the same time, I want to try to stay positive, and I want to try to stay like hopeful about this. Apparently ketamine has been approved by the FDA to treat depression as a nasal spray. The actual IV infusions haven't been approved by the FDA yet, but my doctor was like, it's gonna be right around the corner, because they know that it really helps people with depression. So I really just want to get better. So Okay, y'all, this is how the bathroom looks, just all cleaned out right now. And I have everything basically from the bathroom. Now it's in my room, so now my room is dirty again. Great. Yay. Good times. But I'm going to do a part 2, and we're going to get this bathroom all the way together. First of all, I don't know if I ever told y'all this, but I hate this bathroom. Like, I have hated it since the day I viewed this property. I walked in, I was like, oh, I hate the bathroom. That's the one thing that I hated. But it is, in my mind, going to change. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I think that's why it really just brings me down, because I just really do not like it. I don't like the marble. I don't like the color that's on the walls. I don't like the setup, because why is there 2 showers? Who am I? I used to use the little corner shower just to wash my dogs, because why do I need 2 showers, but I don't have hardly no space for extra hair products and stuff like that? Give me a little storage, baby. Why would you give me 2 showers and not a linen closet? Be for real. I feel like a man did this. But anyway, I will see y'all next week for part 2 of the bathroom. We are still reading The End of Procrastination. Actually, I'm still on the first chapter, so I'm procrastinating on reading the book. So I got to do better. So we're still reading that. Hopefully you'll join me this time. And I think that's it. So, let me know if y'all like these types of like real time 30-minute, 20-minute, 15-minute like cleaning videos, like clean with me sort of thing. Let me know if y'all like that vibe, or if you actually want to like see me and talk to me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you are currently struggling with your mental health, you are not alone. And please do not think that you are alone. I know that I had somebody else to call instead of 988, but I was literally about to text the number. I like it because you can text instead of calling. Like if you're like me and you don't like talking to strangers, we got to get this. We're gonna get to the other side of this, whatever this valley is. We're gonna get to the other side, my depressedy besties. I promise you, we are gonna make it. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye.